EVP, Elite Non-Stimulant Pre-Workout Solution for maximum size, pump, and intensity. Only Evogen Nutrition.
2016 IFBB Golden State Pro, here with your first place winner, Justin Compton. How you feeling about your win tonight?
I'm feeling really good, man. This has been a long time coming for me. Just happy to have made it here and happy to have accomplished this tonight.
Now tell us a little bit about your goal coming in here tonight, what you're looking to accomplish.
My goal was to come here and win, and that's what I did. So I feel like, it's mission accomplished.
So tell us a little bit about your prep and what kind of things you use to get ready for the show.
This has been a really short prep for me. I prepped myself, and this has been roughly about 5 weeks with somewhat of a 1 week vacation planned right in the middle of it. So I had this planned a long time before I decided to do the show, and I managed to pull it all together at the last minute. So I busted my ass to get here, and I made things happen. I did what I had to do. I did a lot of traveling with it, but I'm starting to learn, as becoming a more experienced bodybuilder, of how to handle the business side of it and still, handle professionally on the stage as well.
Now, we noticed from some of the videos you've done, you're like a thinking man's bodybuilder. You tend to come up with different things for your workout, not always take the supplements exactly how they're as directed. You do things your own way.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the things that are unique for you.
I kind of break the rules on everything, man. If you look at just my life in general compared to a lot of bodybuilders this year, I break the rules on training because normal people would tell you that I overtrain. I may do, there's times I'll do 40 or 50 sets in the gym. I mean, you film me before, you're probably tired just walking around filming me. So, I'll be do 40, 50 sets. Sometimes the weight will be 3 to 4 reps. Sometimes I may do 20 or 25. Everybody tells me, oh, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. Well, it's working for me. And then in the kitchen, this is the first year I didn't do a full-blown set meal plan. So if I felt like I needed, there was days, even though I did a short prep, it was 6 weeks, my carbs were basically, I had really, really low days and I had really, really high days, to try to keep full but get peeled. I had a time frame. Normally I'm doing a prep in 10 to 12 weeks and I can go slow, but since I had to move fast, I had to kick it up a notch. So on my high days, I didn't always eat, chicken, rice, and yams. I throw in some cereal, some bagels, hell, to be honest with you, I had a little bit of ice cream like a week ago. So, I kind of went with what I needed, the foods I kind of played around with a little bit. So I broke the rules on that. And, as far as the supplements goes, my protein intake, I do roughly 3 shakes a day and I do roughly 4 solids. Most people will tell me that I shouldn't do that. I use Isojack 3 times a day. Typically, I don't do a lot of glyco right now in prep, but on my high days, I definitely incorporate it because it was easy carbs for me to put down intra and post workout, and that's when my body needs it. So I kind of bend the rules on everything this year.
Now, if we're talking pre-workout, intra-workout, post-workout, what's typically your protocol?
Pre-workout, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of anything here lately. I try to stay away from the stimulants in prep, but a regular EVP doesn't have any stimulants, but I want to keep everything I don't want to have any extra water retention from any creatine or anything like that. Intra-workout, I use the AminoJect. I've been using that, ever since it came out, even before it came out, whenever we were doing prototypes. So I've been using that for a long time as far as my amino acids. I typically use a little bit more than most people because I said my training is going to be, anywhere from 2.5 hours. So I'm using 2 to 3 scoops of that during training. And then post-training, my off season, I typically, my thing is I live 2 minutes from my gym. So I'll use the vanilla bean Isojact and I use the watermelon glyco. That's what you always send me. And I mix those up and I put them in the freezer and make them into a little pudding. So it's almost like a little fruit bowl when I come home. And that's been off season. In prep, I just simply use the chocolate peanut butter Isojact with cream of rice.
All right, so what's next? You're going to Asia next week. What will you do between now and then?
Between now and Asia? Work my ass off with cardio to try to be a little bit more sharper over there, get right back on the diet plan, see what I need to do, pose a little bit more. It's just fine-tuning things for 1 more week, and then I'll have 2 or 3 days off after Asia, and then, come full steam ahead at the Olympia.
There you go. That's Justin Compton, your first place winner here tonight, going off to Asia next week, and you will see this guy on that big stage.
Glycogen, elite pre- and post-workout carbohydrate-loaded solution for maximum endurance, pump, and glycogen transport. Only from Evogen Nutrition.